Hey, what's up, everybody? Just a minute. I got I got rugged this morning. I got rugged really hard. Um, Sorry, that sounds like one of those clickbait things that people say. Not on a token, but internet. I couldn't even log into the streaming software for a minute. Um, this was crazy. So I actually lost pretty much all of my research that I had pulled up. And so I had to quickly write some notes. Sorry. I had to quickly write some notes um, of some of the things that I remember. So we're going to try to get through this and I'm going to hopefully remember most of the important stuff. So that's why I'm starting so late, too. And just so y'all know, I always say, this is not just for y'all. I mean, this is my research, too. And like I said, I take you guys along the journey of the stuff I find. So I want to keep up with the stuff for myself. For myself, the stuff I wanted to talk about on stream and the stuff I wanted to talk about stream and the stuff I want to look up later. Now I have to, like, after the stream or sometime later today, I gotta go all the way back through and try to refine all the stuff that I had found this morning, which was about an hour's worth of looking at stuff. So I'm really annoyed. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. Like, sorry, it's gonna be a little randish, but I'm gonna be quick today. But I always say that the most important thing is controlling your emotions in the market. Um, some of y'all know what I do. Some of y'all have heard of what I do. Some of y'all don't know what I do. But I just made me think about this morning. I was real pissed off. Uh, some of you know I work in entertainment, so I'm an actor too. So I remember this one time I was really pissed off. Um, I got cast in a Marvel film. Actually, it was Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And so my agent was out playing golf. My agent was out playing golf and didn't get the notification to me in time. And this was like 2022. I was about to pull the email up, but I don't think I can blur all the stuff out with the NDA and everything. But yeah, my agent was out playing golf, got the message to me late. And it was 2022. I don't know if it was early or mid or somewhere around there when they were shooting. And that was when you had to have all these, like, vaccinate, you had to have all the shots and all the stuff. If not, you had to send the exemption and stuff. It was a longer process versus, like, you cast, come to set, get your wardrobe together and go through hair and makeup or whatever, figure out what your look is going to be. But it was all this other process. And because he got it to me late, like, I missed the um, doing all the qualification stuff by 24 hours, pissed me off. And so I talked to y'all a lot about, like, controlling yourself in the market and stuff. And I realized that a lot of people, um, maybe I haven't went through certain stuff to, like, monitor your emotions, or you haven't been tested enough is what I'm trying to say. You can only get stronger at something unless you're tested. And so, I went through that. I went through a lot of different stuff to try to keep myself calm. Like I said, I was pissed off this morning, and because now I got to go back and look through this stuff. But it's the necessary stuff you got to go through. The same thing some of y'all going through with altcoins bleeding, and a lot of people thought it was just going to be up only. But once you make it through this stuff, it hardens you a little bit more. You get a little bit more discipline and stuff. I'm gonna jump ahead on one of the things I was gonna talk about. I don't even, like I said, I don't even have my Twitter stuff pulled up, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this one. I'm gonna just fly through this one real quick. Um, Wait, do I even have it pulled up? Okay, I guess I don't. Anyway, I kind of talked about it yesterday, but it was saying, like, the aggravation with people not making money on meme coins and stuff like this, and people just keep going back to gamble. Like, It's cool, pump.fun was created, but it's caused a lot of trash to go on. Everybody getting rug because there's way too many meme coins out this cycle. It is not like last cycle. It was cool while it was going on or whatever. And I'm not saying it's going to end or be over with, but it's just too much. And it's not that the people who are doing the rugging don't realize they're actually messing themselves up. If for one, you're pushing more people out of the market, um, everybody's not going to say, "Oh, that was my last 3 months of checks, so I'll just be more disciplined with the next 3 months and find utility plays." No, these people are going to leave the market. They're not coming back. Even though there's going to be more retail coming in later, some of these people are not coming back. And I want to pull up something else. Do I have something to pull up? I don't know because I lost everything. I had to restart the computer and everything. No, I'll just talk about it. Maybe it's in my notes over here, but I don't know if y'all saw. I'm gonna see where it's at right now before I even make the statement, but I'm pretty sure. So the whole big thing that everybody was waiting for. I know this live is all over the place, but one of the big things that people was waiting for is, oh, wait till Elon talks about Doge. Look at this price moving on Doge, y'all. And I keep saying, I think people are so convinced. I'm not saying Doge won't run in a cycle. I think from here, Doge could probably do a maybe 4 to 6, maybe an 8x, maybe. And let me say straight up, I think those are big numbers. I don't even know if it could do that. But what I keep saying is, people are going to catch on soon and realize like, oh, this Doge thing was hot last cycle, and I give praise, blessings, whatever you want to call it, because Doge just started the whole meme coin thing. I'm not knocking Doge. I'm just saying it takes a lot of money to move it, and so I guess that's an easier tweet that I can pull back up. Elon actually did. If my computer doesn't act stupid, because I want to show y'all. Sorry, this is not the live I plan, but we're here. So, dang, dude tweets a lot, doesn't he? Here it is. Dang, I didn't know he tweeted that much. So look, this is Elon Musk, and everybody's like, when Elon mentions Doge, the market is going to go crazy. Um, this is 35,000 comments, 81,000 reshares, 700,000 likes, and Doge moved. What was it? Well, now it's down. So, but Doge moved about 2%, 3%. Now it's headed back down. I didn't even see that happening. So I don't even know what to tell you there. But as I keep saying, I'm gonna have to throw some of these together. People are going to like realize like, oh, these tokens are not moving as much. So I'm gonna talk about a bearish thing and a bullish thing. The bearish thing is like I keep saying, there's oversaturation in the market. A lot of people are not going to come back this cycle because of how last cycle went. A lot of people are not going to come back because of the whole meme coin scams and all that kind of stuff, right? But look at this as well. I'm not trying to be funny today. I'm actually a little aggravated, so I don't have a lot of jokes for you. So I'm just being serious here. So you had Elon mentioned Doge. It went up about 2%. Now it's retracing. It's still down -3% on the day. And then we had this also. Cardano drops out of the top 10. This is not my usual trying to make Cardano jokes and trying to make fun of them. I'm not. But what I'm saying is, even with the oversaturation of the market, that is a thing. A lot of people are not going to come back. That is a thing. But as I keep saying, as the cycle goes along, people are going to start to see that these things are not moving as fast as they thought. They're not the hot things that they once were, and a lot of that money is going to flow back into some of the altcoins we were holding, some of the newer stuff. A lot of people don't know about the new stuff yet. I'm trying not to cross the different topics over one another, but they do kind of overlap. I got too much running in my head right now. But yeah, Cardano's not in the top 10 anymore. This is not to make fun of Cardano. Once again, I'm not making jokes. I'm just trying to say, like, there's money in the market that's going to be flowing back into other stuff. So you just got to hold on, wait for these parabolic moves. Um, I'll jump way ahead. Okay, so I talked about that, whatever. I said that this one is talking about the U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs have the lowest trading volume since February. You can see that how you want to see it. But I believe the inflows were about, what was it, 50? Let me see. No, net inflows was $62 million, and the Ethereum ETFs saw 14 or 13.5 million of outflows. So yeah, I mean that's just the data on that. I'm gonna blow through these next two. Um, because I want some other stuff I want to talk about. But there's been a lot of people passing around stuff saying like Kamala is probably going to choose Gary Gensler as a treasury or whatever, and then some people saying Elizabeth Warren. Other news story that people have been passing around, I haven't been able to check on it myself. Maybe you can read it up on it here if you want to on Bitcoin Magazine. That Democrats have pretty much they said they have put out all their policies and none of it covers anything about crypto, which means it's not a priority for them. You already know what I'm gonna say about this if you've been watching the channel. So Democrats have no crypto policies. Republicans have been very bullish on crypto and um, made some promises. If you want to say it that way. What is this? I don't even want to talk about that one because it's neither here nor there. Um, oh yeah, Binance returns to India. Also, what's the other place they just returned to? Binance been getting kicked out of everywhere, but they returned to India. But of course, they still got to still pay the little fee to get back in there. Oh, that's the one I missed. It's all good. This is an important one. I'm gonna briefly just kind of cover it because, like I said, I know we're running late today, and I want to get this stuff out. So there's this thing called I think I heard about this once, but I don't know anything about it to be honest. But it's called Bull Checker. And Bull Checker is pretty much supposed to it's a decentralized exchange aggregator. Jupiter says it has identified a new malicious browser extension. The extension has already drained the wallets of several Solana users and can even sneak past detectors. In August 21st, research post, Jupiter founder Meow said Bull Checker, a nefarious Google Chrome browser extension, had been targeting Solana users on Reddit, advertising itself as an extension to view all the holders of specific meme coins. So pretty much is advertising itself as something that's supposed to help you, like, hey, this meme coin is bullish because this many holders, and trying to tell you who's holding it, all that kind of stuff. But apparently, it said it's actually malicious and it's been used to drain wallets. So I'm just putting this news out there. If you, of course, a lot of people have been trading Solana meme tokens, and maybe you saw yourself as getting the upper hand by using something like this, or probably even other extensions, whatever. But actually, it's been being used to drain people's wallets. So the extension is called Bull Checker. So if you have that on your system, your computer, or wherever you may have it, you probably should get rid of that and maybe create a new Phantom wallet. Make sure you delete all the cookies and all that good stuff, and make sure that it's fully off your computer. Um, already talked about that. Um, I didn't read that one enough to even try to start talking about it. Let me go to my notes over here. So anyway, so back to is this the elephant in the room? I guess it's like a mule or a moose or something. I don't know. It's not as big as the elephant, but it's there. Anyway, so I told you guys, like, I still stand by it. Like I feel like of course we're probably gonna get a little run up. So anyway, reasons for a run up. Some people calling this a run up. Let me look at this chart. Where we come from? 57 to, and it was trying to get up to like 61. Let me tell you this. I don't know what the run up is going to be, but what I will say is, yeah, I still expect to dump somewhere. And so I know a lot of you probably saw this run up, but like, oh, it's happening, whatever. But I do expect a up and a down because you gotta fake people out. People are getting tired of this though. But anyway, reason for the run up because Jerome's supposed to speak this week or whatever. A lot of people. The main thing is, let me say this clearly. The main thing is a lot of people think that he's going to hint at whether the rate cuts are coming next month. But it's crazy because a lot of people, feel like it's guaranteed that we're gonna get rate cuts or whatever. I'm having to learn a lot about how other people trade and how other people move in the world because I don't move that way. But everybody's saying they feel like the rate cuts are guaranteed, yet and still they need to hear Jerome say something or hint at it this week. And because people feel like that he's going to hint at it this week, at Jackson Hole or whatever, that they feel like that news is going to cause the market to pump, which is why people feel like they need to front run it. And it also could be buy the rumor, sell the news. You also have a lot of people in the camp that's saying, hey, we think he's going to not really say anything. We think he's going to talk in between the lines and that he's not going to hint at rate cuts next month. And a lot of people's expectations are going to be Their expectations are not going to be met, and they feel like that's why the market is going to dump. Oh, this is so much information. So they feel like if Jerome doesn't give any hints, that's the reason the market is going to dump. I still feel like the market is going to run a little bit for different reasons, and I feel like it's going to dump for different reasons. Like I said yesterday, even though I was making jokes about Elmo and whatever else I said, feel like they're going to find another reason, or this is either going to be buy the rumor, sell the news. The thing is, I got to see how much this runs up, because whatever the run up is, I still feel like it's going to be a fake run up, and then I still feel I believe the dump. So I know y'all saying, "Ooh, crypto's old. It ran up from 57. Look where we at now. Do you still think it's going to dump?" Yes, I do. I definitely do. I think it's too early for it to be trying to run. Actually, to be honest, I think it's even too early for the fake run up. So I was even surprised when I was seeing it doing this little run up here and it's retracing now. But I feel like it's even early for a fake run up. So you never know what they're gonna do. All I know is I'm waiting for another good dump before I really start DCing. Some stuff is at a great price. I was looking at some of them. They're at such good prices. It's almost like you might as well. But anyway, feel like a dump is still coming. Feel like it's too early for this even fake run, and we'll see what happens. But did I cover that? Jerome Powell, Jackson Hole. Oh yeah, you even got the FTX creditor stuff. That 16 billion is supposed to come back into the market. So there's a lot of reasons that people could get bullish. And I'm not saying we're not close to the market starting to run. I know it's been boring for the last couple of months or whatever. I'm not saying we're not close to a run, but I just feel like there's another dump due before that run happens. Oh, another thing, yeah, a lot of people was talking about this morning on Twitter that that they feel like a lot of this is because of leverage or whatever, and it's not a genuine pump. I don't give a crap what it's caused by, whether it's people being bullish by Jackson Hole, Jerome Powell, leverage, whatever. I just feel like there's definitely at least one last dump to come. With this quick run up, if it continues to try to do a run up, it feel like it could be two, but I feel like there's one more dump due, and then y'all could finally just breathe again and get some runs in the market. Um, I think I talked Jackson Hole, credit FTX creditors, the leverage crap, whatever. I talked about that. I can't believe I lost all my notes this morning. I'm pissed off. This is something I already talked about. I've been talking about this the last 2 weeks. That the fact that the stablecoin supply being is already been growing. I've been talking about it for a couple of weeks. And the thing you have to watch out for is, even though I'm saying there could be a dump, which I do think is going to be, a lot of people maybe after that dump. Let me say this, because after that dump, people are going to be waiting for signs, and I feel like there's going to be no signs of the run up, because all the stable coins, all the liquidity is already there, and I feel like you're not going to get a warning signal. It's just going to be takeoff. So which is why I was also saying, I was like, I know everybody's like, well, Zoe, if you think it's going to be a dump, I'm gonna sell my bags now and I'm gonna buy back later. I wouldn't do that, y'all. I just wouldn't do that. So yeah, the stable coins are already in position. You should be in position. Yeah, I think I was reading something about a lot of hedge funds are holding the Bitcoin ETFs, even though they're not talking about it. They're not going to tell you what they're doing. Already talked about the Elon Doge thing, and the last thing we'll talk about. I hate that this stream went the way it did. I really do. But the last thing I'm gonna talk about, if you're smart enough in the space and you watch enough people, because I never promote myself as the only person you should watch. I do think, no, excuse me. I do not think, I know for a fact that I'm one of the most honest people in this space. I feel like I got one of the, no, again, let me start all the way over. I know I'm one of the most honest people in this space, and I know I have one of the best patrons in this space. But I always, I never like tell people just to watch me or whatever. Even though you can get some bad information watching other people. But anyway, I watch other channels too, and I'm pretty sure some of y'all do too. And I keep telling y'all stuff that I keep saying that you may think is boring. And man, he talking about this again and blah, blah, but you'll forget it. If I don't keep repeating it, you'll forget it. And one thing I saw this morning, you don't have, I'm pretty sure some of y'all watched. You don't have to say anything in the chat. Matter of fact, don't say anything in the chat. But um watching somebody this morning, and I'm trying to tell you, everybody's gonna do this game when they're like, I had a reawakening or I had a epiphany, and now I'm reallocating my bags and I'm changing my portfolio. The change portfolio game is the biggest game played in crypto. And all that means is I know all the stuff that's going to run later. I'm not going to tell y'all right now. And I'm going to tell y'all this is my portfolio. So you pump these bags for me. And then 3 months, 3 months from now, they'll change it again. 6 months from now, they'll change it again. 9 months from now, they'll change it again. See, some of y'all petty. But yeah, they'll keep doing this. They'll keep doing it. And it'll make you move a lot. You'll be switching in and out of stuff. And the thing is, you'll always you won't get the percentage that you should get. That's why I keep telling y'all, um, you can get in some bigger market cap stuff or stuff that you see as low risk, right? But the thing is, how much of that percentage are you going to get? Definitely, when it's bigger market cap stuff, the stuff that's easily reachable, that stuff is probably going to do an 8 to 10x. But what happens is, I'm trying to say a lot. Let me just slow down. What happens is when you're in a cycle and you've been through a cycle before, and you see this stuff. What happens is you're sitting in your low risk bags and you're chilling. I got some too. I got some too, right? But you're sitting in them, and then because they are higher market caps, they're low risk. The 8 to 12 or 8 to 15x comes, right, and you're so used to them moving slowly, and you're so used to them, run up slowly, that you're like, okay, this is my definite bag. Most of the times, stuff could run up 15x or even more. But what happens is you miss the point to take out, and that what went up to be a 15x, and you just forgot to take. Students so loud outside. You forgot to take profits at 15x quickly. I mean, it quickly drops back to a 10, 8, 9x or whatever. So mathematically, holding low risk plays first, getting a 10x there, and then getting a 10x later somewhere else does work out to be 100x of your portfolio. I can't tell you the exact math of how I do stuff. I just do it how I do it. I choose my picks according to just trying to hold stuff that I feel like I can get enough X's on, even if it does drop back at a point where I don't. If it runs up to a 50x and I miss the 50x or the 60x and it drops back to 40x, all right, cool. I'm still at a 40x or a 30x, right? And so that's how I'm trying to play it, because there's going to be a point when this market is moving so fast. The ups and downs are going to be so fast. There's going to be really hard for you to keep up with, even if you only hold 5 to 10 tokens. Anyway, I move a certain way, the way I do on purpose. People they're gonna let you fill their bags up. Then they're gonna tell you their portfolio is changing. But the thing is gonna be crazy is you're gonna miss their stream for maybe a week or 4 days. You're gonna come back 4 days later. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, like this low risk play or this whatever is I didn't know I had a 12x on this, or I didn't know I had a 15, 20x on this, and now the 20x that you could have had is back down to 12x because you missed one stream. Um, I don't know. Hopefully, I'm making sense. But anyway, they're gonna do that. Oh, I changed my portfolio. I reallocated. I blah blah. Instead, I'm trying to front run, get into this stuff before it comes around, and then make my money that way. And of course, I'm trying to take you guys on the journey with me. Yeah, I'm aggravated. Set up doing all that research. I had probably 45 tabs open, and then my internet was I don't even know why I was acting crazy. But anyway, hopefully you still got some out of the stream. It's 23 minutes, not too long. I'm pretty sure I missed a lot of stuff to talk about, but yeah. Let's see what we got going on here. Dave Flower said, "Hey everybody, hey, what's up, man? Hopefully everybody's having a good morning." Anyway, sorry my energy is a little down, but I'm aggravated. I spent the hour of my time and then I kind of lost it. But I don't know. Maybe this is the stuff I was supposed to say. Anyway, um, bass production. What is that? Octopus? What is that? Y'all be putting these little emojis. What is that? Matter of fact, that looks like something I know. I don't know. Ben Riley said, "Thanks for going live." Yeah, sorry. Listen, I say it all the time. This one is probably one of the more boring ones, but I lost all my notes. I don't, just trying to be here. Bass said you bought mm, decent. Um, yeah, you just went ahead and said it. Dave said he said not to say anything. Yeah, man. I mean, everybody's going to do it, and let me say, I know right now, some stuff is doing okay, but yeah, we definitely in some DGen stuff and mid risk stuff, and so that stuff is going to bleed. And I know some of y'all don't understand it now, but trust me, the time to shine is going to come. And so, let me say one thing I do try to do is try to get a lot of DGen plays now. And now, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say that. Sometimes I'll be saying too much on stream. I'm gonna keep my little tactics to myself. But yeah. Anyway, main thing is, yeah, I still think the dump is coming, even though we getting this little run here. Once again, if you weren't here earlier, I said I believe it's because of the whole Jackson Hole meeting. People think Jerome Powell is going to say something to hint at interest rate cuts next month. It could be buy the rumor, sell the news. A lot of people think the pump is just because of leverage. It's one of the main things. And let me say, I don't keep. I mean, I have my sources that keep up with this stuff. I don't. I don't usually keep up with this stuff. I know a lot of times you hear me reporting on it, but I do try to go look into the stuff. And I didn't have enough time this morning, but I saw like 8 people say it this morning that I trust. That I've been following since last cycle. But I think it's due to a lot of leverage and people trying to front run it because they like, oh, I'm about to put a leverage. I'm about to put a long in because I know Jerome Powell is going to say something about interest rates or whatever, and it might get ugly for them. Um, Dave said, "Why are my comments different on my monitor and my in the streaming software?" Blackmore fam said, "I still see. I see his muscle memory. I say Blackmore fam. Blackmore Academy says good morning. Dave Flower says I'm aggravated too, bro. Sick of this dull market. Ready for the green up. Yeah, like I said, this is my third one, man, and this cycle has been. I don't. You really have to live through the cycles. Um, you really can't know crypto without going through a cycle. And so even though I've been preaching on my channel for the longest that hey y'all like Matic sat still for 8 months. That was Matic. It was one of the best performers, but the markets before, even though in the bear markets, even during 2019 was not this boring. So this is different even for me. It was not this boring. You could find different stuff to get into. Um, it just yeah, it wasn't this boring. So yeah, it can get annoying, but you gotta just monitor your emotions. I'm telling you, you're gonna have a whole different feeling a year from now. Let's just say that a year from now, you're gonna feel a totally different type of way. You're gonna be glad you stayed in the market. You probably are gonna look back like me and myself. Like I said, the March thing, like oh man, I could have had this much more crypto if I would have got out then or whatever. But we just gotta be appreciate the money we do make in the market. I feel like we all gonna make a lot of money in the market, especially if you're in the market right now. You're following this channel. You're in my Patreon and some of the other good Patreons, which I'm seeing is maybe a few. But if you're in the right groups and following the right people, you should be all right. So yeah, listen, man. I told y'all what happened. Sorry, the internet rugged on me. I lost everything. Had to restart the computer. This was not the live I planned. It's crazy because out of all the boring days we had, even though the market is still boring right now, I actually had some of. It's been the most news I've had in a long time, and then I couldn't even really get it all out. Um, what is that? Let me check something real quick. I might have saw something real quick. I might want to. Sometimes I just try to give you the news as soon as I see it. Some people be like, they might be like, I'm gonna say that to tomorrow, so I have something to talk about. But let me see what this is real quick, and then we might get out of here. Yeah, everybody's like happy today. I guess they saw that little 3% pump and they went stupid. Everybody posting on Twitter now. Mm, don't care. I'm trying to see the news I just saw. Hold on. I don't care about that either. I'm trying to look at something about this leverage. Hold on. Mm. So that little wipe down we saw looked like they did have a slight leverage flush because I don't know if y'all saw it this morning. It was up. It wasn't it close about 61. It was about close to 61. So they had a little leverage flush. I guess I'm gonna have to see later if there's still some more leverage to be flushed out. And yeah, I guess that's all that was. Anyway, yeah. If you see some, I guess if you see I mean, if something's a super good DC, I guess you should get it. But I still feel like there's a dump coming, so I'm gonna wait for that. A lot of stuff is up big on the day. Well, not too big, but you got some 10%, some 15% pumps or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. But if you do want to join the Patreon, it is I'm so bad at this. I'm really bad at this. Um Patreon.com/cryptozo. Wait, what we got here? Oh, Blackmore Family. Said Blackmore Family is here. No Solana ETF news. What I saw on the Solana ETF looks like the SEC. I mean, I'm sorry, I forgot about that. I told you I had a lot of news pulled up, but I couldn't remember all of it. But from what I remember, yeah, I think the SEC rejected somebody's proposal, not everybody's, but they rejected somebody's proposal. But it'll come back later. Um, I think it'll be fine. But yeah, so as far as that I saw that they rejected it. But I think Vanek still has theirs open. I don't think Vanek has got a response yet. But then again, Vanek is probably going to get their Solana ETF probably rejected too in the short term. But in the long term, I think it'll be all right. But yeah, that is the Solana ETF news. I don't think. I mean, I saw some news somewhere. Not the ETFs here, but they got some Solana ETPs in other countries. They've been some of them been getting some inflows, but then one of them did have outflows today. I can't remember. It's like $20 million outflows or whatever. But I think when the ETFs get picked up here, when they start rejecting them and playing games, then Solana probably gets some more movements. A lot of people thinking like, oh, it's probably the top for Solana. It's not the top for Solana. It'll be all right. Same as the Bitcoin ETF rejections and the Ethereum ETF rejections. So you get rejected at first, then they let you come through, and then Valhalla. Anyway, patreon.com/cryptozope. Appreciate y'all hanging out on the stream. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you heard something to help you out. Hopefully you're not too bearish right now because you will feel better in a year. And just hold on, control your emotions, and then you'll be all right. And I'm going to see y'all next time.